It's Week 16 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Jets' rocket-armed quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 77 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't. There goes Green. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. 48 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we count down to the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. You got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 13. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A toss left side for Hall. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now Green to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ball again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Jets. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On on the draw. It's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that that end with a turnover.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep for Moore. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out comes the Washington offense as we're going to look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with teams jockeying for position, one thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the #1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to put them on tape and make your opponents watch them and say, oh, we got to prepare for that. A lot of ways they can go, knowing that they own the #1 spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by Ware. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Bryant. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant.
And he's got it down to the 28.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Peters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
59 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peters. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, it's Bryant.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant
down to about the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
out of the gun now on third down.
Complete, it's Dotson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On first down, it's Bryant. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll look to throw again.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw right side, caught by Davis.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
From 6 yards away.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Green. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Green. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Green.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Green. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and sneak it here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. In trouble, and he's taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. And bringing it in is Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now back to throw. It's caught by Davis.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll have another road date